Hi there, and welcome to another video of TSYS Consulting. The purpose of this video is for those that are going to be answering our phones from 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard. That is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, you can also participate in the currency trading as well. You just got to get up early. But anyway, again, the purpose of this video is to simply inform you. I'm going to prepare you for the telemarketing position. And it won't be easy for some of you. This won't be for everybody to do. We can't train you for this. You have got to focus and stay focused the entire time when you're in a conversation. But what you got to do to prepare yourself if you want to take on the role of the customer service rep, you must prepare yourself to answer the phones clearly and correctly. Now, what I mean by this, a subject and a verb in a sentence, that's all it takes to make a sentence. And you can only use one native per sentence. And I know that when I was in elementary school, even in high school, it was not pushed. I asked some of the teachers why it wasn't. I grew up in a rural area and there was slang everywhere. And for some odd reason, the system at the time did not care too much for it. But if you were being raised in a metropolitan area, some of the schools enforced it. And the big thing about this position that it is going to be very, very restrictive of that is because you're going to be dealing with people that from all walks of life that are wanting to get ahead, and they're wanting to speak to somebody that they know they can depend on, they can understand, regardless of how they speak. Your position, your responsibility in this is to make sure they understand every word you're saying. So you must speak clearly and correctly. There'll be no tolerating anybody that says, I ain't got any. If I hear that, you're in trouble. Plain and simple. We want you to be professional. The consumers out here are expecting professionalism because we are a specialized service. It is a white collar position. We're not expecting you to wear a suit and tie. Of course, there's no dress code. You're working from home. But you are expected to be professional on that phone. No matter what the situation is, if somebody calls in mad, hey, just be cool, keep calm, perk them up, say, hey, how are you doing? Wonderful, but speak clearly. Think a second what you're going to say and then state it, but do it correctly. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics on pay because this is a video preparing you for that position, but I do encourage you to think, is this something I want to do for a living? You can't have little bitty kids yelling and they're out of school in the mornings. You need to be in a room where you can do your work without being disturbed. It's that simple. There again, not everybody's going to be made for this. It's that simple. Now, I'm going to conclude this video by telling everybody that unless you feel comfortable speaking correctly and concentrating on how you're saying the words that you're saying. If this is too much for you, do not waste your time applying. And here's what I mean, and I'll conclude this. When you're interviewing with us, we are not going to get technical and ask you a bunch of questions about your work. That resume is simply a guideline for us to go by. We're more concerned about how you answer our questions. There will be no yes and no. You're going to be answering worded statements. You're going to be explaining to us why something is the way it is, why you did something this way, blah, blah, blah. And we expect you to answer our questions clearly and correctly. It's that simple. So again, it's not going to be for everybody, but it's going to be a very good paying position because you're going to be able to work 30 hours a week from home and still participate in the currency trading, and you will be a W-2 employee. It's that simple. And then when a currency trading position opens up and you've been there the longest, then guess what? You can do it. Thank you. That's all there is to this. Like I say, it was a prep video. It's preparing you for the interview. Bye-bye and good luck.